Installing WordPress on HostGator is so simple it takes all of about 2 minutes to do. I'm assuming that you already have a domain name and you signed up for a hosting account, but if you haven't, you can watch one of the other videos that we've done that just shows you, it's about like a 5 or 10 minute video at max that shows you how to get your hosting account. It kind of compares the different accounts as well, and here's the information for that. We also have a 25% off code that works at HostGator that we use when we sign up for accounts, and that's simply ready, set, go. So if you haven't gotten your hosting yet, use that code and you'll get 25% off. But I wanted to show you, I have a site that I've purchased the domain through HostGator, I've purchased my hosting package through HostGator, and now I want to install WordPress. You can see when I type in the domain, I don't have a working website yet. I just have the getting started screen from HostGator. I can log into my cPanel, which is the control panel, by clicking here, or I can go to the email that HostGator sent me whenever I signed up for my account. I'm going to go ahead and click on this link, and you'll see it brings me into the cPanel login, and then I need to go back and get the very cryptic password that HostGator gave me when I signed up. There's my username that I put in. This is the password that I need. And you simply enter those two pieces of information, and you will go directly to the HostGator control panel, or what's known as the cPanel. If you get a pop-up or two, just close those out. Now we're going to go all the way down to the very bottom of the control panel, and you'll see something called Software Services, and we want to click on the Quick Install, and this is what's going to let us install HostGator. The next thing that you want to do is go to the left-hand side and select the third item down, which is called WordPress, and it will start the WordPress installation process. We'll go ahead and click on Continue, and you want to make sure that this is the domain name that you are trying to get the installation on. I'm going to keep this Enable Auto Upgrade selected. I'm a beginner WordPress user, so I like to make sure that my site is upgraded automatically as WordPress comes out with new features and also patches, security patches, and so forth. You want to make sure that you enter a good email address. This is how your website's going to be communicating with you, and you're going to get a confirmation email, so make sure that's a good email address. Blog title, this is really not that necessary. I'm going to go ahead and just put in my site. That's probably not going to show up on your end website anyway. And your admin user. Now this is important. This is the password that you're going to use to log into your WordPress site. It can default to admin, but put something in there that's meaningful to you. And I'm just going to type that in for now. Go ahead and put your first name and last name in. And that's going to be, you're going to be the administrator of this WordPress site. Now when I click Install Now, it's going to go through and very quickly, as we're real time here, it's going to go ahead and install all the necessary back-end information and databases that are needed to have a live working WordPress site. There we go. And I've got a congratulations message here. And this is important information. There's your username, this password you're going to need in a minute, so I'm going to go ahead and copy it now. You will also receive a confirmation email with this information in just a few minutes. This is the email you'll receive from WordPress almost instantly after you've finished installing WordPress. The congratulations message. It will take you to your site directly. So when we click on this link, it'll bring up the real site. Remember, we typed in my site as the title. You have a couple sample pages in here to start working with. Let's go back over to the email and make a note of a couple things. This is important information. You will need this information when you log in, every time you log into your administrator panel, which is where you make all your changes to your website. But you can access that administrator panel at any time by typing in your URL address with the /wp-admin, and that stands for WordPress admin. So at any time when you want to go to your site, you don't have to come back to this email in particular. You can just type in your URL /wp-admin. This is the username that we typed in, and password. Make a note of the password. I have to use that for just a moment. We can come in and change it, and I'll show you where to do that in just a second. So let's click on our admin link, And this brings up the login screen for WordPress for your site in particular. You can see up here there's the site we're working with. So you want to type in whatever username you've selected and paste in that password we just copied and hit login, and there we are. This is the back end of WordPress. It's very there's dozens and dozens, if not thousands, of tutorials out there available on how to work with WordPress. We're going to end here. I just want to show you one thing, how to change your password. If you go down to users, all users, and this is your administrator password, we'll select edit. And at the very bottom, you can type in the new password you'd like to use. So you don't have to have such a cryptic password if you want. Just make sure it's a strong one and something you remember. And that is it for setting up your WordPress website on HostGator. It's very simple, just takes a couple of minutes, and it's a fantastic platform. I think you're really going to enjoy WordPress.